welcome to Explore Killington. I'm Sara.
I'm Slado.
And we have an awesome show in store for you. This show is all about whining, dining, and of course, skiing in Killington.
Our three favorite things.
Three favorite things. I mean, Killington has so much to offer besides great skiing. There's so many great places that you can go and get a good glass of wine or a great beer, Long Trail maybe.
Yeah.
And a great bite to eat as well throughout the course of the day because you got to maintain that fuel while you're working hard on the slopes. First, we're gonna have you guys check out our Ledgewood Yurt. It's located over on Needles Eye and between the snowshed area. They do an awesome lunch on the weekends and a great menu at night that you can make reservations for. So we're gonna see what they have to offer. We're also gonna head over to the Motor Room Bar. It's located at the top of the Devil's Fiddle Chair.
Yeah.
Very, very cool place. The chair is no longer there, but the bar itself is in the actual motor room where the chair used to run off of, which is pretty cool. You can bring a group and go up there in a snowcat. And wouldn't be complete without going down the access road to check out the legendary Wobbly Barn Steakhouse and Nightclub. Awesome, awesome place. You can go get the salad bar, go get a great steak. We're gonna head on down there and see what the Wobbly staff has for us.
And as always, Sara, in my pocket, I have the keys to the vault. That's our segment that we run here every week on Explore Killington. It looks back at all the great footage that we have from our archives. And this week, we're going to feature a piece by Bob Perry. Now, Bob was one of the early investors here in Killington, and he put a piece together called North Country Lady. It's a real classic of the early ski film genre, and it's just a beautiful piece. It'll take you back in time. That's from the vault coming up. We are also going to have an opportunity as part of our apres section here as we run down the road to talk to Ian Harbage, who is the head brewmaster at our sponsor, Long Trail Brewery. And Ian is going to be giving us some information about the Vermont Brewers Festival that's coming up about the third week of March. So not only is he going to fill us up in on that information, but maybe we can, talk about I've got some ideas for some brews I want to throw his way, see what he thinks,
Yeah, because that's your specialty. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
About it.
You got that right. So that's all coming up, but what are we doing first?
Well, Slado, well, you think of beers to talk to Ian about. We are going to go and check out the Ledgewood Yurt and see what kind of lunch and dinner specials they've got going on. So let's check it out.
My name is Greg Lang. I'm the executive chef for Killington Resort, and I've been the executive chef now for a little over 3 years. Some of the things that we try to think about, at least for myself, is I want to stick to the regional cuisine. I also want to tie in the whole atmosphere from the yurt and what the yurt is all about. It's a rustic dining experience, but it's done up very, very nicely. For those who have not yet gone up there, you got to give that a try. Hopefully there's a nice snow falling in the air. It sets off a beautiful setting. The cat drives you up there with the sleigh. Everybody gets on it and goes up through some of the trails up on the mountain. It's all lit up, so you'll be able to see it when you're coming up on the sleigh. They have the lights going around it, the rope lights coming down in to greet you. So it's done up very nicely. When you fill the room, the whole ambiance changes up there. So to get to 30 people up there, 34 people up there, really adds to it as well. Everybody is talking, they're mingling, introducing each other. Some of the tables are talking back and forth, so it's a really good feel to it. And it's very unique to this area. We're featuring some Cavendish quail just north of Springfield, Vermont, is Cavendish Farms. We've got a George's Bank scallop from the deep waters in the Gloucester Bay area out there. And we're stretching it all the way across the board into something that's really new and something that's very, very different. You're not going to find that up and down the access road. As much as I want to talk about food, I don't necessarily want the food to be the center of attention because the whole thing is what the experience is about. From the sleigh ride going up there to the building, to the whole ambiance, to the food, to the quality of the service, it's all about the yurt. So it's not just one thing. Everything ties in together and complements one another. So that's the beauty about the yurt.
Well, that was the Ledgewood Yurt. Looks awesome, and if you want to get more information on it, you can always go to killington.com, look up Ledgewood Yurt so you can make your reservations and get on in there for a nice 5-course dinner. that they prepare for you fresh right there after you take an awesome cat ride there too.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think the dining
I stole it from you.
experience is only part of the experience. You get this really cool cat ride. Now, another venue that we're going to look at coming up is the Motor Room Bar, which, as you mentioned earlier, is the top of the Devil's Fiddle chair. Now, they've dismantled the chair, but they left some of the towers there, and the motor room is where the motor was that spun the chair. So someone had the brilliant idea, hey, why don't we throw this out? And once again, talking about a snowcat ride, you load up, you take a ride over there, and the view from there is just absolutely beautiful. So we've got a great piece that's going to highlight the Motor Room Bar. Let's take a look at it.
Are proving they do more than just make our trails great. They also get you to the best and coolest places to eat in Killington, the Motor Room Bar being one of them. And thank you, ladies, for making it look so appetizing. I wish I could have been a part of that.
Yeah, you and me both, actually. We both should have been there.
So you.
That was great. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, we wouldn't be complete here in our story of places to eat in Killington if we didn't include the Wobbly Barn Steakhouse. That's coming up here very shortly, as well as our look at North Country Lady is from The Vault with Bob Perry. So stay tuned, everybody. We've got some commercials to do, but we'll see you on the flip side here with Explore Killington.
Hi, I'm Chef Claude. My staff and I love to cook, and this is my invitation for you to come dine with us. Bon appetit.
Welcome to Base Camp Outfitters, your alpine touring and telemark specialty shop. For the past 30 years, our focus has been to offer the best product available to help give you a great mountain experience.
And if you're looking to save a buck, check out our bargain basement and consignment shop. Down here, there's always a great treasure at a great price.
Also, we now offer the largest telemark and alpine touring rental fleet in all of New England. And don't forget,
Base Camp is where all your mountain adventures begin.
Where's Mario? Am I late?
When in Killington, Vermont, and you want some truly great pizza, Dominic's is where you want to be. We make our dough here in the restaurant every day. Every pizza is hand-tossed to order and topped with the freshest ingredients. You can taste the freshness.
Don't worry about it, guys. I got this one.
The Red Clover Inn and Restaurant is the intimate and sophisticated Vermont inn for romance and relaxation. There's exceptionally locally sourced dining that is elegant yet casual, complemented by creative cocktails and an international wine list. And with event facilities that can handle everything from romantic weddings and rehearsal dinners to secluded business retreats, you'll be sure to come away with memories that last a lifetime. Get away from it all at the Red Clover Inn and Restaurant. Affordable elegance in the heart of the Killington Valley.
It's 2 in the morning, and the bakers at Jones's Donuts are doing what they've done best for over 90 years. That's right, for over 90 years, Jones's hand makes donuts, pastries, cakes, turnovers, just about everything you need. Well, maybe not need, but want. You know you want one, maybe a dozen. How about tomorrow morning? Perfect. We'll see you there. Jones's Donuts, over 90 years of perfection on West Street in Rutland and open Wednesday through Sunday.
Hi, I'm Steve. Welcome to the Killington Motel. My wife Robin and I have been the proud innkeepers for over 10 years. We offer affordable, clean, comfortable accommodations and a wonderful breakfast to start your day. We are also home of Killington Coffee Roasters, where we roast and sell our single origin coffee. If you are looking for a bed and breakfast or a bag of freshly roasted coffee, stop by and say hi. We would love to see you. We are conveniently located between Pico and Killington.
Welcome back to Explore Killington, everyone. Slado and Sara here at the K1 Base Lodge right here in Killington, Vermont. Man, we had a lot of fun skiing today, didn't we?
Oh my gosh, the skiing up here is off the hook. Mother Nature is bringing in some snow for us, and there's been resurfacing with the snowmakers. And if you haven't been up to Killington, now is the time.
Now, Sara, after a hard day skiing, trying to keep up with you, my stomach is growling. And one of the things that I'm dreaming about is maybe a beautiful steak or a prime rib. And what's one of the best places to get that here in town?
Well, you did have a hard time keeping up with me. I do know that.
Yes, I did.
So I bet you are pretty hungry. One of the best places to go is the famous Wobbly Barn Steakhouse and Nightclub down the road, right on the access road. They do an awesome spread down there, and if you haven't been there, you are again missing out. So let's see what the Wobbly Barn staff and crew has to offer. Great look at the famous Wobbly Barn Steakhouse. Such an awesome place to go and eat. And if you don't want to eat, they have an awesome nightclub upstairs. They've got awesome selection of music that they play throughout the course of the weekends, including Thursday happy hour. They have Sonic Malfunction, and awesome. I keep saying awesome because I cannot stress how great this band is. It is I want to say like
Awesome.
a 5 or 6 piece band. They have a trombone player. They've got bass. They've got drums. I mean, the crew is absolutely outstanding, and they do that every Thursday along with very talented musicians and groups throughout the course of the weekend. So go in there for a great meal, some good music, and you can't miss out.
That's right.
It's awesome.
Leave little energy in your legs if you can, so you can dance the happy hour and the night away at the nightclub upstairs. Restaurant down below, nightclub up above. Right?
Yep.
Well, hey, it's time for me to bust the keys out, and we're going to go to the vault. As we mentioned earlier, our piece this week, Sarah, is by Bob Perry. Now, Bob, as I mentioned, was one of the early investors here with his wife in Killington. Bob's background, in fact, was he used to make safety films and promotional films for General Electric, I believe. And he took all that he knew about that and he applied it to Killington in the early days and put together some amazing pieces and photography. He's the guy who really helped market and promote Killington in the early days. So one of the pieces he did was called North Country Lady. Like I said, it was one of the real classic of the early genre of these types of films. So sit back and enjoy it. From the Vault's coming up next.
La 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 la. La 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 la. The snow is falling, dancing down upon the fields below. Fir trees are swaying in the north wind. The sun it hovers high above the sleepy valley floor, and the river swings so slowly through the forest. The mountain is the master, but there are those who find the key. It makes no difference who you are, you can share with me and join in with the mountain in perfect harmony. And you know that it's so easy, it's so easy to be free. North Country Lady.
All right, that was great from the vault, and North Country Lady by Bob Perry. You know, if you've ever been to our local library here in town, the Sherburne Library, it's down on River Road here in town. They actually have a Bob Perry room there in honor of the man Bob Perry. He's, I tell you, I haven't been associated with the TV station for so long. I've seen a lot of his old things that he filmed and the photographs he's taken, and it's really cool stuff. It was great, enjoyable to know him and his time up here. What's up next?
Well, next we are gonna head off the mountain because it is closing time. We've done all we can here at the hill. We're gonna head on down the access road to one of our favorite apres spots, the Lookout.
Excellent.
Looking forward to that. We're also gonna catch up with the head brewer of Long Trail, Ian Harbage. He's gonna tell us all about what's going on with the Brewers Festival here at Killington coming up in March. But you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for more because it's coming up next.
This is the best farmers market in Vermont and possibly in New England, and you can find just about any food you're looking to eat here. Rutland is privileged to have one of the few 52-week-a-year markets, and it feeds an economy, not just the people.
The farmers market here is open every Saturday and every Wednesday. Wednesdays from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and Saturdays from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. And we'd really welcome everybody to come visit us.
Hello, and welcome to the Highline Lodge. I'm Kristen Anderson, owner and chef. We've just completed a facelift here and are currently open for ski season. Please come join us for après ski in our fireside lounge. Take the chill off and sample our crafted cocktails featuring local spirits while enjoying the magnificent views of Killington. Our vibrant and flavorful menu changes with the seasons and always features fresh local products. We would love to host your next event or family gathering at the Highline Lodge, located off the Killington Road.
When someone asks you, where are you from? Do you smile? Do you think of family and friends and neighbors? Do you describe honest, hardworking people who choose lifestyle first and then figure the rest out? Next time someone asks you, where are you from? Smile and tell them, I'm from Rutland. Help us spread the word. Tell us why you love the real Rutland County at realrutland.com.
Welcome back to Explore Killington. Slado and I have made our way down to one of our favorite places on the Killington Access Road, the Lookout Tavern. And man, if you do not know where it is your first left as you come down the access road from the Killington Mountain, right next to Basin Sports and that famous clock tower. You really cannot miss it. And you can come in here for some awesome food as we see in the background here, or a nice cold Long Trail, which they have every Thursday and every day for that matter, but specials, beer specials every single day of the week, and happens to be Thursday for Long Trail.
Yeah, and did you know, Sarah, that they open every day down here at 11 a.m.? What does that mean? It means one of the few places here on the Killington Road that you can actually come down and get lunch. Now, we mentioned this earlier in the season, and I said, yeah, you know, if your program is where you get up late or something like that, maybe you grab a lunch at 11, then you go up skiing, and of course, you being the early bird, you're like, hey, Slado, my ski days might be over by 11. I've skied hard from 8 to 11. Now I'm going to come down and get my lunch, and the menu here is fantastic. They got some items that have been on here since they opened many years ago, but they keep changing the items up too, so there's always something new and fresh out here. And today we're looking at a beautiful Philly cheesesteak. Now, should we be eating this and
for the upcoming Super Bowl?
I guess so. Maybe that's a Patriot burger over there, huh?
Yeah, right, a red, white, and blue burger, but a blue cheeseburger nonetheless. Their food is absolutely outstanding here. I mean, you can come down here, they've got awesome wings, you got the Philly cheesesteak, you got all different kinds of burgers. They also have a great kids menu. This place is so family friendly. Bring your kids in here. There's a game room in the back. You can bring them out back. There's buck hunter, there's a pool table, we've got darts. Little bit of everything for everyone. It is a family-friendly restaurant. Like you said, open at 11.
Yeah.
One of my favorite places to come and get lunch. And if you're not looking really for the lunch part of it, and you're out a little bit later, say maybe you go to happy hour, you go home, and you want to ride, 422 Look, they will come and pick you up and bring you home. So you can be safe, don't drink and drive, always do the right thing, you know?
And you get into town late, maybe on a Friday night, you know, they're open till at least 11, cooking food here, maybe even later, depending on business. So you just arrived in town and you've just come up from wherever you're coming from, and it's like, man, I don't want to go to that condo and cook anything. You can come right down here and let Sneaky Pete in the kitchen whip up something special for you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this looks delicious. It's hard for me. I'm going for the
I know.
For the fries,
so while Slado gets into this, I think that we are going to catch up with a brewer that you happen to find, Ian, the head brewer of Long Trail Brewery.
Yeah.
He's going to give us a rundown on the Vermont Brewers Festival and some other cool sneak peeks from the brewery itself. So let's see what Slado and Ian have to say.
Well, I'm joined by really one of the probably most important persons in my life. Why? Because he's the head brewmaster at Long Trail Brewery right down the road here in Bridgewater, Vermont. This is Mr. Ian Harbage. Ian, thanks for joining us today here at the Lookout.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, this is exciting to meet you. I'll be honest with you, I was expecting someone a little bit older. I don't know how old you are, but you've been at the position for a couple of years over there, correct?
Yeah, so about 7 years I've been at Long Trail.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you're doing a heck of a job over there because Long Trail is certainly one of my favorite brews. But we brought you in here today because we want to get some more information about a new event that's going to be happening here in Killington. It's going to be in the third week of March, and it's the Vermont Brewers Festival. And tell us a little bit about the history of the VBA and this festival and why you chose to bring it down here to Killington.
Sure. So for about 25 years, the Vermont Brewers Association has been hosting the festival on the waterfront in Burlington. Just kind of a huge fest celebrating all the local Vermont breweries, kind of the best as far as the beer that we're producing as a state, and it's something that we've been very proud of, and the festival's gotten big enough that we kind of wanted to expand it and do something in the southern part of Vermont, and have an opportunity for people to see a different part of the state, I guess.
Now, you were telling me, Ian, a little earlier that the festival in Burlington, tickets sell out within a matter of an hour or 2 hours, and the whole thing is sold out.
Yes.
I do believe there are still a few tickets left for our function here about the 23rd of March or so, but what do you think it is that gets people so excited about these Vermont brews? I mean, there's something special about them.
There absolutely is. We have people from all over New England and even further south than that coming from out of state to specifically for Vermont beer. I think we're kind of known to produce really high quality, really in-demand beer, and we're very proud of that.
Yeah.
And you have this opportunity to kind of sample beers at the festival that you can't get anywhere else, that aren't in regular rotation at the breweries. So.
I have some inside information that Long Trail is going to be introducing a new beer a little bit later. Maybe we have teased it, but we shouldn't say too much more about it. But you guys have been in business over there since 1989. I distinctly remember when your original location was in the old mill mall, or the mill there in Bridgewater. Yep. You've moved just down the road to a huge facility, and you've got actually a nice eatery in there. You can go down and get a bite to eat. You guys serve lunch down there, and the place is always rocking. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of right on the waterfront there, and it's honestly, especially in the summer, it's a beautiful place to be. At the end of the day, just hang out by the river, have a fresh beer. It's awesome.
Yeah. Now, are you going to be making your presence down here at our Killington Brew Fest in March? Will you be here personally?
I will.
You will. So will you be pouring beers or just?
We got a couple specialty brews that we're bringing out. We're going to try and bring as many of the brewers out there as possible. And, they worked hard on them. We want to get them out there for people to try.
Oh boy! Well, I can't wait for March. It's only a few weeks away, but we're really looking forward to it. Well, Ian Harbage, thanks for joining us here at the Lookout. We really appreciate it. And again, there's always more information if you need it. Go to killington.com and you'll find out a lot more that you need to know here about our upcoming Brew Festival. It's happening that third week in March. Ian, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Hey, Sara, it's time to wrap it up here from the Lookout Tavern. First stop on the left as you come out of the ski area. We always have a great time down here. We want to thank Ian from Long Trail for meeting us down here and give us some insight as to the Brewers Festival coming up again end of March here in Killington, and all those great products that Long Trail has to offer. We enjoy a couple cold ones here after skiing every day, and I think you all should too.
Absolutely. Really fun coming down here, hanging out with Sneaky Pete and Ian from Long Trail. Like you said, really good times. But all good things must come to an end, and that is our time here at the Lookout Tavern. So, Slado, must say goodbye.
We do, but before we go, I want to remind everyone to check out our morning show. We call it Killington Today, hosted by our friend Bettina at 7:30 a.m. every morning right here on Channel 14. Bettina will give you all the updated trail information, all the lifts that are turning, the lifts that aren't turning. She's going to tell you the weather too, tell you what clothes to wear, maybe give you some insider local tips as to where the powder stashes might be here or there. Hopefully she won't tell you where all of them are, but it's a great show, very informative. And again, every single morning right here, Channel 14, 7:30 a.m. Check it out.
And if you didn't catch enough of Slado and I here on Explore Killington, you can check us out at killingtontv.com or Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. Thanks again, folks. Stay classy, Killington. Till next time.
Let's do a toast on TV.
Ooh, cheers.
Cheers.